All right, folks, thanks for coming out this afternoon. Obviously, we're dealing with a bunch of stuff in our city right now when you think about the COVID-19 pandemic, the economic downturn, the renewed calls for racial justice. There's a lot going on, and these crises are all interconnected as a city, and we got to find the right ways to strike a balance between doing what we have to slow the spread of the virus and save lives while also helping businesses, especially small businesses, keep their doors opening during this very difficult time. And we have to look at every decision that we make through the lens of racial equity as well. And that's the challenge that history has given us, and I'm confident that the city will rise to the occasion and the challenge of this moment. And I can tell you that I'm committed, and certainly our entire team at Metro Government is committed to doing everything that we can to make sure that our city emerges stronger and more united at the end of this crisis than before we started. And that commitment takes a lot of forms, including the work that we're doing through our public health department to expand COVID-19 testing and tracing, our efforts to reimagine public safety, like signing Breonna's Law and a top-to-bottom review at LMPD, and the work we're doing, obviously, to support small businesses. I've heard from a lot of business owners about the struggles that they're facing as a direct result of this pandemic. And as a career entrepreneur, I certainly understand their worries and their pain. In so many cases, we're talking about people that have spent years and years of their life to create their dream. And I can assure you that this pandemic was not in anybody's business plan when they started thinking about this next year, this past December. So this is a challenge for the businesses themselves, but it's a challenge for their employees and our entire city. Because of the pandemic, overall revenue among small businesses in Louisville has declined nearly 20%. And when you think about the soul of a city or the vibe of a city, it's often the small businesses that are the heartbeat of the city's economy, and together they employ more people than the big businesses. They also provide the tax revenue that helps pay for city services, and of course it's small businesses that shape, again, the unique character of our city. And so that's why we established the Small Business COVID-19 Relief Grant Program. We saw this as a problem and we wanted to do something about it. With $21 million in federal CARES funding, we're giving business grants to small businesses of up to $50,000. This is money that does not have to be paid back, and it can be used for payroll, utilities, rent or mortgage payments, and some fixed costs. Businesses can also use the funds to add an online presence, giving them a new avenue to access customers during this difficult time. Now, since July 9th, the Review Committee, established to provide oversight of the grant applications, has approved more than $12.7 million in grants to just shy of 350 businesses across Louisville. Again, almost $13 million in grants to about 350 businesses for relief. And we've made a commitment that at least half of the funds will go to businesses in low-income census tracts and meet the same procurement goals for the city that we've set for ourselves related to businesses owned by minorities, women, and differently abled individuals. I'm happy to report that right now we are exceeding all of those goals. To date, 21.6% of these grant dollars have gone to support minority business owners, and 36.6% have gone to support women-owned businesses. Our economic development team, Marilyn Wiederwall, Rebecca Fleischaker, everybody else back here, Erica Christie, you guys have done a great job for us. So thank you to everybody. Let's give everybody a hand. It's hard to recognize everybody with the mask that we got going on too. So I want to say thank you for that. I also want to thank our review committee members, some of whom are with us here today: David Etkin, Michael Forbush, Cynthia Brown, Amber Martin, and Brenda Hyatt, and Jackie Pennington. Jackie now is going to talk about the important work of the review committee.
Hello everybody. My voice carries, so I'll try not to blow you guys away. My name is Jackie Pennington, and I'm here today representing the Small Business COVID-19 Relief Grant Fund. We are currently a little over halfway through the grant award process. We all know that small business is the engine that powers our economy. and the COVID-19 pandemic has dealt a terrible blow to that community. Many of those businesses will not be able to survive. We on the Small Business COVID-19 Relief Committee are trying to provide assistance to those in that community, trying to keep our family and our friends employed. We are committed to not just helping those in the majority community, but we have provided funding for businesses run by minorities, women, disabled, and those in the LGBTQ community. We are also committed to providing funding for the low and moderate income community, or LMI community. We use the following criteria to base our awards: COVID impact, budget, viability of the business, and funding already received. We make every attempt to provide a lifeline to those who are struggling to survive this difficult time. Currently, we have approved $12,766,898 of the $21 million pool, leaving $8,233,102. We're committed to half or more of the funds being allocated to businesses in the low to moderate income areas. Currently, we have awarded $5,615,826 to low to moderate income areas, with $7,151,072 being awarded to non-low to moderate income areas. So we have a little bit of work there to get those numbers back in line. We have awarded, as of August 20th, 2020, 21%, or $2,751,987 of the funds to minority-owned businesses. 0.6%, or $80,000 of the funds have gone to disabled-owned businesses, and to women, minority women, and LGBTQ-owned businesses, we have awarded 36.6%, or $4,959,029 of the funds that have been awarded. Our top priority is to ensure that we can help as many businesses in need as possible, and that the businesses assisted are representative of Louisville's diverse economy. We want to make sure all small businesses have an opportunity to apply for a grant through the Small Business COVID-19 Relief Grant Program. Thank you.
All right, nice job. Lots of numbers, lots of good numbers that are helping a lot of people. So most every industry is struggling right now, but the restaurant industry has been hit particularly hard. And so I encourage everybody to support their local restaurants by getting food to go or enjoying their outdoor dining space. And please leave a big tip as well. Everybody needs help in the restaurant industry. We're one of the top foodie cities in the country because of our bourbonism scene, as well as the quality of our restaurants and their unique feel. So that's whether it's our fine dining or our food truck scene, our eateries. We just have a lot of authentic cuisine from around the world. And then we've got some great family-owned restaurants as well, like Dasha Barber's Bistro. So it's critical. Let's hear it. Come on. It's critical that we support these businesses, that we keep them open and surviving so that they're still here for us to enjoy when we come to the other side of this COVID-19 pandemic. And that's also why at Metro Government we're revising our guidelines to help restaurants offer expanded outdoor dining opportunities on sidewalks and parking lots, and recently through on-street dining. And it's also a driving force behind the Small Business COVID-19 Relief Grant Program. Restaurants and new businesses don't need more loans. They just need help quickly, and that's what the whole purpose behind a grant is. So I'd like to introduce Aaron Barber, who co-owns Dasha Barbers with his wife Tamika and is a recipient of our grant program. Please welcome Aaron Barber.
we're very grateful for being recipients of this grant. When we what this grant is going to do for us is just going to help us, save jobs, secure jobs. It's going to essentially kind of restore our business. Um, it's going to allow us to get our head back above the water, and it's just essentially it's the answer to our prayers, and so we're just more than grateful to this grant is going to help us, you know, as they've stated with the guidelines. It's going to help us with our rent, with our payroll. It's just going to be a tremendous help to our business, and we're very grateful.
All right, thank you very much. Any questions about this program? All right, did we cover it all? All right, we're good. All right, everybody, thank you all for coming out.